Hi there, I'm Philippa Hayball. I play the target in Quidam for the Cirque du Soleil show, which is now almost finished in Lisbon. I have danced now for about 21 years performing and really enjoy doing this character. I get to dance as well as act. I also just completed doing 3 years of the Cirque act, which is in the show The Three Girls on the Hoop. So now I'm back to just doing the target, which is a lot of work anyway, but I really enjoy doing that.
You're performing for a lifetime.
For a lifetime, yes. It really is a lifetime, and I feel very lucky in my industry to be performing for so long. I don't know many people that in this industry get to perform for so many years, and I'm very lucky.
And you're also in all Cirque du Soleil posters spread.
Yes. All over the world, actually. Just friends this weekend went to Porto and they were like, "We saw you," but I wasn't there. It was
You
just
were
a
in the wall,
picture.
on a wall, at the wall.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, just on the wall. But I think the character is very good for the public to notice, and in the show, I'm the only one of that character, so they really have something to acknowledge and to see, oh, I saw that, and they know what kind of the thread that's carrying Cirque du Soleil here. So
Do you often feel that when you're acting on stage, that when you come, people recognize you?
I do all of the time, actually, because like I see myself everywhere. It doesn't. It's weird to see yourself around town, especially because it's me, but it's not me how I am now. And when I'm on stage, every time I go on, I realize people are going to look at me and be like, "Oh, that's the one I saw in the picture," and they do, I think. So it makes it a little bit more stressful to always having to be as good as I can be, but at the same time, it's kind of nice that people relate to me in that way. So.
How did you come to Cirque du Soleil? Was it a long way?
Yes, I've been with Cirque. This is my 9th year with Cirque du Soleil, and prior to that, I was in a lot of ballet companies, and I auditioned for Cirque, sent a letter, auditioned out of 100 girls. I got the job in Mystere, actually, in Las Vegas, and I was with the Las Vegas show for 3 years, doing the lizard, and again, my picture is still up everywhere in town for that character too. And then came to Quidam, joining the tour in Japan, and now this is 5.5 years with Quidam.
Can you describe us a day of yours here at the circus?
A day of mine. I go to bed quite late because the shows are quite late here, and I also run a business in Australia, so the time difference is very difficult. My business opens at 12:30 at night here. In Australia, it's 9:30 in the morning, so I do a lot of work after the show. But when I get up in the morning, I usually go to the gym. I run on the treadmill and do my workout. If I don't work out, then I usually come to the tent earlier and I do my workout. I work out Pilates. I'm a Pilates instructor, and I teach the people here Pilates. Even the crew guys, we have 2 classes a week at the hotel. They want to work out, so we do 2 group classes a week.
I heard you're quite a great teacher.
I love it. I think what makes you great at something is to have the passion and the desire and want to give that to other people, and that's what I'm inspired to do. When I have a class and I see them just really working hard and getting as much enjoyment out of it as I do, then I know that's the right path to go on for a teacher. If you're not inspired by what you're teaching, or you don't really believe it, then I think it's harder to get that across to somebody. And it's the same in performing. When I go on, yes, I'm acting, but really it's a part of me. It's not that I'm suddenly putting on some sort of face. You have to believe right inside you that this is the story that you're telling, and that's what reaches the audience, not just a facade on your face.
You used to work among the best of the best.
Yes.
Is it a challenge? Does it frighten sometimes?
It's not frightening. Again, I think it's inspiring. Even after so many years of looking around the tent and seeing what people can do, every day there's something new to see, and every day somebody else is challenging themselves to try to do something new. And I think that that comes with acrobatics, with artists, with performers. They always need to be challenged. And for me, I hope that some people look at me that way too, seeing that I'm doing this or that, and they're inspired by that. So frightened, no, but inspired, yes.
And what about with yourself? Being a little bit better than you were yesterday?
Every day, every day is a new day to try and improve. I think it comes from my dance background, my ballet background, because it's such a perfectionist world, and I feel a little bit more lenient on myself here because the technique, I don't need to maintain the technique of a ballet dancer so much, but I have the other aspect of acting and being a character. Rather than just the moves, it's the entire body and the entire feeling of what I'm trying to portray.
And what about Portuguese audience?
Oh, they love it. They really love it. It's strange to hear some of the noises that the audience makes is different from somewhere else in the world. Just like in Japan, they're very excited, but they don't really clap their hands. They kind of just do the action. And here, some of the noises that come from the audience are different, but it's all enthusiastic. And at the end of the show, they're standing every night just showing us how much they love it and appreciate it. And it's really good for us to get that feeling back from the audience.
What will you miss most when you leave Lisbon?
The pastries in Belém. No, I do like the pastries, but it's my first visit to Europe, and this was my first chance to I crossed off some things that I have wanted to do in my life, like go to a castle or just visit some of the older buildings in Europe, because in places that I've lived in the world, we don't have that history. And just to walk around a castle and be in the environment of Europe, I feel just really, I don't know, lucky and happy to have experienced Lisbon in that way.
The best memory you will never forget?
In my life?
Let's say from Lisbon.
From Lisbon. I think it is, I went to Sintra and went to the castle there, and being in the castle, not because it's beautiful or elegant or something that I haven't seen before, it's just the feeling that people were in this same room that hundreds of years ago had a different way of life and a completely different way to think of what's important and what's not important. Today it's so different, and I won't ever forget that feeling of transporting myself back to this time as to, wow, how they lived. And I've seen it in the movies but never experienced it that way for myself, and that's what I'll take with me.
We'll send you a postcard from Lisbon to your next city.
Thank you.
Promise.
Thank you very much.